clear. But since you are here, I would like to ask you two questions as a Quebec senator. Firstly, regarding the temporary farm workers program and the lack of TFWs in Quebec agricultural producers' farms. Because not all of the TFWs will be there this year, the Quebec government has created a program to encourage students to replace these TFWs. But the federal government announced a program to assist students who have lost their summer jobs. And we are seeing that there may be some negative effects of this measure, given that students won't be as encouraged to go work on farms. When the labor minister was here, I asked whether the $100 a week offered by Quebec should be considered not as salary. I asked that it be considered that this not be the $100 not be considered as part of the $1,000 cap to receive the assistance. Has there been any progress on that question? Well, TFWs are essential workers in the agri-food sector. And in order to try to make it easier for them to come here, despite COVID, well, first of all, we've authorized them to enter the country. And we have implemented exceptional measures to accelerate the processing of their papers. Because in certain countries, there were difficulties even to go get a visa. So we've been working hard to ensure that that's being processed and treated appropriately. And in April, we did welcome 11,200 workers. And last year in that same time period, it was 13,000. So ultimately, we see that the situation is much more favorable than the scenarios that we were fearing at the beginning of the crisis. We are also considering measures that would enable Canadian workers to work in the agricultural sector this year. We have the Step Up to the Plate program, so that in a single portal, we have all job offers in the agricultural sector to make things easier for people. We have the grace to adapt our different measures as things change, because ultimately we're building these measures on the fly. That's just the way things are right now. For example, the Canada Student Benefit that you mentioned, we have made a change where students really have to have tried to find a job and must be able to prove that, because of course there will be follow-ups in the months to come. That change is a crucial one. And we have transferred $3 billion to provinces so that they can increase the salaries of essential workers in health, of course, but also in the food sector. And I would say that Quebec was one of the leaders in creating measures like the $100 a week measure. Currently, it's difficult to give too many specifics or make small changes because we try to make changes that will affect everyone. Given the nature of the current situation, we want to create programs that will affect the maximum number of people. We want things to be done quickly. We want people to have a safety net as quickly as possible. So with regard to the specific detail you asked about, I can't tell you anything about that so far.